Stadium in Columbus, Ohio. We're headed for the backstretch of the season, Week 9, and we couldn't be more fired up about this clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Clemson Tigers and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Checking in with Ohio State's head coach before the game, they believe that their wide receiver is the best in the country. He has been so electric this season, nobody can stop him. They believe that he is so efficient in the red zone, top 5 in the country in receiving touchdowns, and he firmly belongs in the Heisman conversation to hear his name called in New York later this year. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The handoff as they run the counter play here. Makes it past the marker. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back, and he just finds a way to make those chunk plays.
Shakes a man, and he might take off. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Fighting off the defender. That's a really nice job by this defense, maintaining outside leverage and knocking him down behind the line.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Firing to the right, complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
That's one thing this defense takes a lot of pride on. They like tackling the catch, and they like being around the ball. That time, he was in proximity to knock that thing loose. Nice physical play.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Got room to work. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
On the move to his left. They get to him as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out of that pocket, he starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up,
makes the grab in their space. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. And the Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Takes a handoff and he's going right. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Clemson is quick to the line. Looking downfield, it's Reynolds. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. This game right now is sort of still in the balance. And after a long drive by the offense on 3rd down, the defense able to make...
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On 4th down, going to the air. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Could be an alley. Got enough for the first. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Yeah, and how about this offense? A little counter, a little misdirection. Get everybody's eyes going one direction. They go back the other way. Nice execution by the offense to make the big running play down the field.
Here's Julian saying to throw. Sends it downfield. Caught. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll run it. It's Jackson. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Ohio State.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's shown it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Johnson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Reynolds. Snagged in the middle. It's Brown. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Line gets set. 1st down. Wants to throw it again. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. Runs through a man. He might have space. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Well, it's a really nice job by the quarterback that time, working through his progressions because the running back was not the primary target on that play. You find the check down, though, and when you get it to that guy, if he's even got a little bit of room, he's got the wiggle and the speed, he's going to make something really positive happen. He did right there.
He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there. 6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass. He's picked off and he's thrown a dozen of them. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. First play of the period will be a second down. Zayn. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
That's really good discipline by this defense because they've given up some yards on the ground. And so naturally you think, be more aggressive, commit more bodies. Nice job staying patient, playing your responsibility on the outside, not giving up the deep ball, making them earn this, go down the field, and not give up those big plays.
Quickly complete. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense jumps. They get that turnover. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Backed up now, here's second and long. They'll run play action. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. The sudden change on the turnover, man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
He's in open space downfield.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The Buckeyes have a lot of options on second and inches. They'll run the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains and the screen pass is effective.
Well, great job by the quarterback understanding where the pressure was coming from and understanding where his outlet was. And David, you know, it's demoralizing, I expect, from a defensive standpoint when you think you've dialed up the blitz and you think you're getting home.
Yeah, and you're doing what you can to try to pressure the QB, and you're bringing extra guys, but sometimes that comes at a sacrifice, and you can see he got the matchup he wanted, took advantage of it, didn't get flustered. That was the biggest thing. Like most QBs, sometimes when that blitz comes, they'll get flustered really quickly and make a bad decision. He stayed calm, made the right read, made the right decision.
Throwing, say it. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And how about that on the 3rd-and-1 chess match? Defense wins the battle with a sack.
And they bring pressure, and Reese, I'm not so sure that was a regular pass rush blitz. I think that was a run blitz. I think they maybe thought that was going to be some sort of short yardage type run, and they shot an extra defender into a gap, and man, it paid off.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To the air, it's Reynolds. Finds his man, it's Brown. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this?
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Got his man on the right. Fights off a defender. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Back open in the middle. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Gonna look downfield again. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Reynolds. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Off play action. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
He's got an open man. Breaks away on the left. Touchdown, Buckeye! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
From inside the 10, here he comes. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Wants to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Say it. Here's the pressure. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Makes the grab. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. Again, it's Sayin. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. Fourth down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
He's going to take off. And a flag flies as the pass is incomplete. Let's see who it's on. He just lost track of where he was on the field. Entire body past the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. And the rarely seen illegal forward pass penalty brings up second and long. Here's a heat. Snatches it on the right. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw, it's Reynolds. Going to try to get it himself. He's not afraid to go deep. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
These DBs going to give a little cushion. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. We begin with a look at Syracuse, taking on the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. And it's the Orange, looking to make it 5 straight wins. And they do that. They essentially lock down a postseason spot, although I think their goals are far bigger than just that.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They know how dangerous this guy is after the catch, and boy, oh boy, they set their hair on fire and caused a wreck on that hit.
They sure did. You got to be careful, too, because they sold out on that hit, and if they miss, that tight end was going to be able to advance the football, but boy, oh boy, This defense playing physical.
The play action fake. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Yeah, and man, you talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Turning it on! He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping them.
Sprinting away! He is in! Touchdown, Buckeyes! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Back to pass, it's Reynolds. Looking for a huge play. All by himself. Off and running. The tag. Touchdown, Tigers. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. Their lead now down to 14. Might feel a little game pressure on this drive. Here's Sayin to throw. Lets it fly. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
And that's not a surprise. When a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like this dude can absolutely roll. He sees man coverage, tries to take advantage of it. They don't execute on that play. But if you want to play that defense, I think you'll get that pattern a lot from that guy.
Man, you know, you always look back in games at single plays that turn the tide. And with this defense now trailing by 2 possessions, if they could have just caught the ball and gotten that pick, that potentially changes everything in this game. That was a missed opportunity.
Lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Sayin. Complete in the middle. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
And if I'm this defense moving forward, man, I'm going to start thinking about, like, this is the guy. They keep featuring him. I've got to take him out of the game. I got to find a way to double him. I got to find a way on 3rd down to make sure this doesn't happen. This offense continues to run through him, and he continues to be successful.
That's a great job getting the first down by that guy. He's a big-time weapon. He's got the speed. He's got everything you look for in a wide receiver. And it's funny, you think about Ohio State football. Back in the day, Woody Hayes running the ball 3 yards in a cloud of dust. But recently, they've been recruiting playmakers at the receiving position because this offense has changed. It's now up-tempo. They're now throwing the ball vertically down the field. And they've had so many guys go in the first round in recent years. This dude right here fits that mold to a T. Love watching this guy play.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Rides to the back. He breaks a tackle. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Here's Julian saying to throw. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be second down.
Ooh, quarterback lucky that one wasn't picked. You got to be really careful down here in the red zone because these windows are small and defenders close on the ball. That one should have been an INT.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Saying from the gun on third down. The quick out. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Dead center perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Scanning the field, it's Reynolds. Hit as he throws. Got the back over the middle. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. That's their freshman quarterback who was injured on the play. As they attend to him, Holly will keep an eye on things for us. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Got his man. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Off play action on first down. Unloads to the right. He's got it. Oh, he got loose. Powers through. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
He's brought down at the 20. And that's a first down for the offense.
The Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Quick strike complete. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
We're in the second half of this game. You're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. If they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Amen. I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Zayn fires left. Open on the left side is Smith. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Nice move to keep running. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. The sure hands, it's Jackson. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because
fires toward the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot and see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
They were really starting to put a drive together. After a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Zayn from the gun on 3rd down. Working the middle. And he got it so close to that first down marker, but they still have a little work to do. It'll be 4th down. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
They just need a few more inches here on 4th down, and they'll try to get it with the offense. Quarterback making checks. Zayn back to the air. Touchdown, Ohio State. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Dropping back, it's Reynolds. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. It's caught. Smashes through the tackle. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over, and maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages according.
Caught, and he's got room. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone.
At the 19.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Now from inside the red zone. Escapes the pressure going right. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
Motion from the wide receiver. They just keep firing. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes that do it with ease.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. To the air, it's Denson. It's complete on the right side. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Clemson will come to the line with a first and goal. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. Wideout trying to get it in. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Clemson.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give as they work on that clock. Gets away from one. He's got space. Hits the accelerator to the right. The 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buckeye! They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
They got him to jump. The defense got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a first down. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board.